Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. So, uh, I was mindlessly farming stuff because I'm like, I don't want to do this on stream if I don't have to. And suddenly realized I'd set up most of this um, without actually showing any of it. So, what I decided to do is go ahead, take some of it apart so I can show you how to get this set up. But right now, we are making so many hoppers because we're going to need an absolute ton. Go ahead here. All right, so, wow, that is a lot of hoppers. We're going to turn all of these into fluid hoppers. So off camera, I went ahead and made a bunch of clay, and I'm turning that clay into bricks. We're definitely going to need more bricks than this. So let me go ahead and put these away. Get some more of my clay, and get smelting. Oh, that is out of wood. Let's see what we can do here for it. Let's see. I've got a bunch of like random planks here. I'm just going to start feeding in. Alright, so I have so much magenta that I can just throw the apples in here, really. So the reason I'm doing magenta is because these grow into really big trees. So even though I'm not really a fan of the color, I am a fan of getting mass quantities of wood with one tree, which I didn't get for a lot of the other trees I was doing because I was trying to be fancy and color coordinate everything. So let's go ahead and make some more chests. Just as many as I can get, really. Alright, they're going somewhere in my inventory. Whoa, that is a lot. That is definitely a lot. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our bricks out. I know these are very slowly smelting, but we'll take what we can. Pretty sure I'm going to have to put some more wood in here. Let's see. What could I burn? Could I burn? We can take these light gray logs. Oh, wait, no. Planks. Make these planks. There we go. Throw that in and get that smelting. We want as many fluid hoppers as we can get. Just keep them crafting. So this is it's a decent-ish start. Let's go ahead and get things set up. I will talk about how I set everything up. You're going to see there's some barrels already in place. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot of this set up and then went, whoops. Oh no, you should have done that on stream so people actually know what's going on. All right, so you can see here I've already got a bunch of magenta barrels set up. And what they're doing is they're right under this pointed dripstone, and you can look and you can see it's dripping colored water. So we are gathering tons and tons of this colored water, and we're going to go ahead and set up this front row. The reason these are black is because I don't like magenta. There we go. And now we're going to get our next set of barrels set up here. So these ones are color coordinated just because I am who I am, and I want to apologize for it. Oops. A lot of this is color coordinated. You don't have to color coordinate this. Again, just me being me. Oops. Gentle and purple. So I did a lot of tree chopping. I was doing, trees for the colors I was looking for. Make things easier. Lime green and yellow. There we go. I was like, what color am I on? Yellow. Orange and red, and then brown. Oh. Alright. And then what we're going to do is up here, we're going to place a bunch of white barrels. I thought about color coordinating these and realized that I would probably rip my hair out before I was ready to do that, because it is a serious pain to do it this way. So I think I accidentally put all of my hoppers together, so let me go ahead and grab these. So we're just gonna pop our hoppers here on the bottom. Alright, so that's step one. So if we come over here, we're going to have to start pumping this fluid into these barrels here. So we're going to take some of our fluid hoppers. And we're going to start putting them like this. So I'm going to go ahead and the ones that I know I'm going to need a lot of are going to get a little extra special attention. Alright. Oops. These are wrong. Oh wow, I placed all of them wrong. Good job, me. Oh, that one was right. It was the only one that was right. There we go. Ah. I just keep making mistakes here. Alright. This is... It's getting kind of dark. Pretty sure this one's blue. Yep, it's blue. Ah, darn it. I keep doing it. Shame on me. Don't ask me, I don't have an answer. Why I keep messing this up. There we go. We've got 3 left. I'm going to do one more gray. And we'll do yellow, blue. Yeah, that should do it. So that looks pretty good. So this is starting to come together. We need more fluid hoppers, but let's go ahead and set up the next step here. So I had to, when I tore all of this up, I overfilled my inventory, so throw those in there. Here. I'm going to need to keep 16 for the next part, but I'll go ahead and start working on making a few more of our fluid hoppers. Excellent. So let's go ahead and line these barrels up. Again, I know, even on the other game I played, I wasn't being this picky about it. But I like it. I like how it looks. It looks pretty. Visually appealing is important. I mean, this is gonna look so nice when we're done too. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, now we go take our hoppers, come back in here, and start, oops, hooking these things up. I'm gonna go ahead and crouch again. That mutes me. Same button as my mute button, but yeah, be right back. Sorry, I think I said crouch. I meant prone. Perfect. Now, we should be able to test this and see if this is working properly. So, we should have, yep, we have some light gray water in here. And if we come back here, I'll eventually build up a bit so that we have like a spot to stand and look in and see how full these barrels are. We can't really tell at the moment though, unless we hover over them, but I think being able to peek and see how full it is. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Uh-oh. What barrel did it end up in? Oh, I bet you it's in this hopper. Yep. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll fix this later when I'm not doing a video. Because since these are limited barrels, we'll be able to see the items inside of them, and this is all going to be subterranean, so once I get more dirt, we should actually come down here and see how we're doing on dirt. Oh gosh. I was wondering what box that went into. Decent amount, not a ton, but you know, some. Alright, let's go ahead and put my torches here. And we're going to get our test items. So we're going to be making a ton of sand. Now when I'm first starting out, I make all my sand manually. And I just go ahead and... Hey, there you go. I let the game, you know, make it for me later with automation, but for now, we're good. I pick out the ones that I know I'm going to need a lot of, and I put my sand in there. Boom. So it's hopping into here, coming out there. So perfect. Now let's see here. The system I was using to automate sand. So if we look up sand, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Later on down the road, I used the, let's see, where is it? Stonework? Yeah. Material Stonework Factory. This thing is excellent. It requires you to go deep down the industrial foregoing chain, you know, so you're going to need your pink slime, and pink slime in this one doesn't come from where pink slime comes from in other mobs, which is their mob slaughter factory. That is actually disabled in this one. You can't make one. Or if you can, it doesn't give you pink slime. So pink slime's actually a lot easier to get in this one. So you take a pink log or a block of jerky and a fluid extractor, and it will get you some pink slime. So it's a little tricky with the pink logs. I've noticed you also have to have something set up to get the latex if you're automating it, because it will strip the log, and then the pink strip log only gives you latex. So you'll need 2 fluid tanks, otherwise you'll end up kind of hung up. So let's go ahead and grab a whole bunch of cobblestone here. Oof, that is way too much. And we're gonna place a bunch of this stuff. Use our build wand. Go out one more this way. And up we go. I'm probably going to make myself absolutely starve with all of this cobblestone. Oh, look how pretty it looks. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second. Look at how pretty that is. It looks so nice on the mini-map too. That's what I love about it. There we go. That's the last of it. Alright, get ready for a ride. Here we go. Alright, just gotta keep my finger on my excavate key, which I switched to tilde because that's what I'm used to. And I ran out of food before I can make it all the way down. So let's go ahead and eat. And then we'll go the rest of the way down. Alright. I'm definitely gonna have to turn the cows back on here. Ooh. I almost went off the edge there. Off we go. Elevator go up. I love in this one that your tools don't end up destroyed. Like, you're not constantly replacing your hammer, your build wands, you know, your other tools. It's a really nice feature. Alright, let's see how far down we can make it before we starve. Actually, we did pretty good. Oh, why did we even stop? I'm not even sure. Oh, let's finish it. So now we have a ton of sand. Ton of sand. So let's go ahead and put there. There. I might as well do one in each of them, and then if I have any left over, go back and do a little extra. Because you never know when you're going to need something else. All of these dyes are useful too. I don't think there's one that's not super duper useful. Alright. So there we have it. What's going on here? Something is not working on the green. Looks like we don't have any fluid and we don't have any dye. So something is messed up on the backside. I realize that was my hammer. I'm going to switch here in a second. There we go. So somewhere I messed up. Huh. Well, it looks correct. Let's see how these barrels here with the green are. That one's full. I can't tell about the other ones, but we know that one's full, so we'll go ahead and give it an extra. And go take a look and see how it's doing. Okay, now we've got it. Perfect. So that all worked out real nice. Now I can make a bunch of iron. So the only thing really left for us to do is finish the stalactites, make more barrels, and yeah, more hoppers, all that kind of good stuff. And we will be absolutely rolling in dye. But for now, why don't we go take a look at what it's going to take to make sand on it. So, like I said, I did upgrade later on from the system that I'm going to show you now. But as a starter, the one I think was the easiest if you don't want to get into Create, which I don't want to get into Create, is the crushing macerator. So in order to make sand, you're going to need to make gravel first. So you'll need at least 2 of these. So let's go ahead and see what we need. We need, yep, let's get some more cobblestone. So we're going to need 8 of those. Perfect. We need buzz, buzz, buzz. We're gonna need 4 of these. Ooh, a block of flint. Oh, I haven't done that yet. All right. So let's go ahead and take this cobblestone here. Start making ourselves a bit of gravel. We don't need to do a ton. Probably more than that, but, well, definitely more than that. We'll go ahead and start with this. Get that back on my bar. Only 2. Wow. Okay. Is there a better way to get this? Definitely not by hand. Nope. We'll just keep going till we get it done. We're gonna need 18 of these. Let me go ahead and make just a little bit more. I wonder if I shouldn't be vein mining it. Let's go ahead and break 1 block at a time. See how that goes. I feel like I'm missing something, like there's an easier way to make a flint. And I'm just not thinking of it. Nah, alright, we just gotta keep doing it. Till we get off of here. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Let's do this much easier. Alright, go ahead. Take that. Up we go. definitely gonna have to turn the cows back on. And yeah, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and make our 2 flint blocks. And oops. 2 of these bad boys. Can we make another? Nope, I'm missing copper nugs. Alright, there we go. Perfect. We may need to come back and make ourselves a few more cables, but let's see here. I'm gonna put a hole in the floor where I want some of my wires to come through. It looks like I haven't even bothered to build the floor out in that direction, so grab some cobblestone. We're gonna extend our floor and make some more pipes. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we definitely will need more cables because we're going to be running our sand up through there. So let's go ahead and get some cables ready to go. I know there's more bricks here. And I'll throw a few more planks in here and get that going. All right. Again, don't ask me why looking up pipes actually works, but it does. And some energy ones. All right. Oh, we need some redstone. Awesome. So we're going to monitor our power and make sure we have enough to run all of this. I'm thinking we probably do. If we don't, then I need to make a few more of these magmatic dynamos, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, go ahead and get rid of this one. And we'll set them up like this in sequence. Power is going to be a little tricky to run all the way back here. I may need to make even more of these cables. It's not a big deal. We will get it done. Actually, let's go ahead and scooch this over one. One more. There we go. Now I can run my nice power cable. You know what? So I don't have to make more power cables. Let's just move this over, and then we can use the item cables for everything else. All right, so we need to also run cobblestone to one of these bad boys. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. And that's going to start making our gravel. So then we want to start moving our gravel over into the next one. So let me grab this bad boy here and have that go ahead and start making sand. So it's, in all honesty, it's going to be kind of slow. I had, before I switched over, I think a couple of these, two of these running, and it wasn't super great at keeping up, but, you know, oops. It wasn't terrible, just not the best, for sure. So I need a limited barrel. I'm pretty sure I made a couple extras of different colors, thinking it was going to be easy for me to dye them, and it was not. So we'll just nab one of these blue ones here. Oh. Although, nah, it's alright. Oh, right. Right, I forgot I need to make it too. See, it didn't even work anyway. Okay, so we need to make limited barrel 2. Okay, I have a decent amount of white. Let's go ahead and make white planks. And if I'm not mistaken, the limited 2 is this configuration. Perfect. All right, now we're going to need something a little more complicated. We're going to need a cyclic filter. Or I could use another barrel and pump everything into another barrel. That is definitely doable, and I could use the hopper instead. That might actually be the best way to do it. Hopper. Doesn't really matter either way. You're going to get the same results, basically. Grab our hopper. And we'll make another limited chest. We'll make it white. I guess I could use one of the ones I already have. Nah, we'll just go with this. All right, so in that case, let us go ahead and place this here. Perfect. And we'll put flint there. Grab a piece of sand. Yeah, we'll put it in this barrel. Oops. This is push, right? Yeah, this one's push. Tell it allow. And sand. And push to the top. Perfect. All right, so for the next part, we're going to need a heck of a lot more item cables. And I kind of want to close this up here and make it look a little neater. So let's go ahead and get our item cables. Looking to see where my bricks are here. Ah, there they are. Nope, we're out of copper again. Tisk tisk. Let's go ahead and make a few of these. Okay. I could have sworn I had a few in my inventory, but I guess not. Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and start plopping these down here. And I need 2 more. I really need to get an elevator. I keep plopping myself in that hole. That is not convenient. Okay, so let's get up high. Boop. Oh, did it again. I'm so used to with other mod packs that it's shift right click. It's not with this one. All right. So this is the only unfortunate thing because we put it over by the brown. Brown's going to be the first one to fill, and it's the one I need the least of. So what I will probably do off camera later is just make a whole bunch of extra sand. So you can see it is putting sand in. It's really slow. And it, like I said, it's definitely giving preferential treatment to the one on this far end. On my other game, my line started over here. That worked better. But as you can see, because of where everything is under here, it's just way easier to run it that way. So probably in the beginning, I will just be manually adjusting stuff. Oh, yeah, that's good. We got 22 of the gray. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. So I'm going to look and see here. I don't remember what it was to make the dripstone. Let me look that up again real quick. Okay, it was brown and gray. I remember the brown. I did not remember the gray. So let's go ahead and make some more dripstone blocks. There we go. Go get our buzz, buzz, buzz on.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
And start placing. We will have this filled out in no time. Alright, so a few of these colors. Oh, no. Yeah, I see that. Okay, that is definitely a problem. Well, I will fill that in later. And yeah, eventually we're just going to have everything filled in here. So let me go ahead and I want to do this. Spots that are finished. I don't want to leave any space for anything to spawn. When we were doing some of the gates and we were, fiddling with the trophies, we're having a few issues with tiny things spawning under here. Critters getting in, like chickens, whatnot. So I want to try to close up as much space as I possibly can. And that should do us for now. All right, great. So we are all done setting this up. So we are automating our sand. I think what I'm going to do is call it for the video for here. I may do a little extra work, you know, may make a second set of those crushers, may fill in all those stalactites, all that kind of good stuff. But the next time we will be working on something else. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining.